by steel and fire. You shall be Vin Diesel. Hello and welcome to another midnight showing. As always, I'm Kelly, and I just got out of The Last Witch Hunter. Oh my god, this movie is getting trashed for no reason. Sorry to say that, Mr. Diesel. I know how much this was a pet project of yours. Yeah, so, The Last Witch Hunter. Not nearly as bad as anyone's making it out to be on the internet. I think I've seen one positive review so far, and I've read like 15 others that are just horrible. The movie was just fine. It was nothing special. It was nothing... It's exactly what you think it's going to be. It's Vin Diesel slaying witches. End of story. Spoiled it all for you. I'm sorry. But yeah, it was fine. It was fun. I might be giving it a slightly more positive review because I had to see this back to back with Paranormal Activity. And oh my god, this was just so much better than Paranormal Activity. You have no freaking idea unless you watch my video on it or actually got dragged to it yourself. There's a reason why I'm still wearing this. But yeah, this movie was perfectly adequate and fine. The story basically is that Vin Diesel is a witch hunter. Not the last one, although I might be screwing up that title now that I think about that. I'm going to double check that. But yeah, he is not the last witch hunter. He was cursed by the witch queen herself as he slew her to never die. And rather than, weep and moan about it, he said, hey, I'm immortal now. Let's see how many more witches there are. Okay, stop it. But yeah, that's what he's basically been doing. He works for an organization known as the Axe and the Cross, which is a religious organization, of course. When aren't they a religious organization? Just saying. It is The Last Witch Hunter. I just double-checked that. Put that down. But yeah, it's... And he's their ultimate weapon. He settles all disputes. The witches are no longer hunted. They are prosecuted. They are judged and they are imprisoned. Which, yay, modern times showing for once. And Vin Diesel is just a likable character. He's always smiling. He's always doing it. You'd think that they go with the stereotype, Wolverine, brooding and lonely. And they kind of do that a little bit inside of this film, but they really don't push it over the edge. For anybody who doesn't want any kind of spoilers, because I'm going to spoilers from this point on, my recommendation is wait till it gets to a discounted theater, then go see it. It's probably not worth seeing this at full price, but if you can wait till it gets to discounted theaters or have a ticket, go ahead and spend it on it. This is going to be just a start to finish, fun little popcorn flick. It's one of those movies where you don't think about it. Just turn off your brain and enjoy. It's not something that's going to particularly change the way you view these witches and things like that sort. But yeah. Going into the spoilers, I kind of mentioned that he's basically Wolverine inside of this, using the comparison here. Yeah, every time he gets hurt, he literally just regenerates. He is the witch hunter. He gets a new guy to be his handler, Delone or Donlon or something like that. I can't remember. And it turns out it's Elijah Wood. His previous guy was Michael Caine, who you might remember as Alfred from the Nolan films. That's the big one that always pops in my head whenever I see him, even though I remember seeing him in a lot of stuff like The Italian Job. But yeah, he was the last guy. He's basically handing over the reins. In the middle of the night, someone attacks and kills Michael Caine. Well, they think he killed him anyway. And it's up to Vin Diesel to investigate it. And that's basically the plot. Him investigating this. It has something to do with his death, which is when he slew the witch queen. So he's goes to a witch bar to try to get a memory potion from a girl to remember all of this. And what was it that he missed? Because there's some kind of clue there that he needs to find. Turns out the the bad guy ends up interrupting that, but it turns out the witch girl he bought that from is also what they call a dream walker. She can slip into his mind and pull out that memory for him without the use of a potion, even though they spent a good third of the movie looking for a way to try to rebrew the potion. It's just action fluff. There's nothing really here of substance. It's not. You're not going into this expecting, top-notch, amazing acting. You go into this thinking it's a stupid action movie where I can turn off my brain. It's not the best film. The CGI, although I personally found it to be very, very well stylized, and I really did like that they actually did mix in some practical effects inside there. The Witch Queen, like every other shot of her, is an actual actress in makeup and full garb to try to help mix it in. The CGI is just a little too bright, so you can tell when she switches most of the time. But I do appreciate they actually tried to mix practical in there. And every single time that Vin Diesel swings his sword, he literally has a sword, and he's lit it on fire. That's Vin Diesel for you. People who actually do give a crap about action. The story is, you've seen this story before. Because it turns out the reason why he's still alive and immortal, because the curse that was made immortal was supposed to end when the Witch Queen died, but it didn't. Turns out her heart is still alive. And the bad guys managed to get the heart, and that's what he needed to remember from his past, so he realized what they're doing to try to stop her revival. He doesn't succeed in stopping her revival. She starts casting this big spell, climax, has to fight her again, and ends up killing her. But he gets his immortality back. And the heart of the Witch Queen. So, he's got to make the choice. Does he finally die after 800 plus years? Or does he continue on being the witch hunter for all of eternity? He ends up choosing be a witch hunter for all of eternity, and monkey goes your uncle. Acting wise, yeah, as I said, the movie wasn't on the high notes. If I remember right, the girl who plays the witch that's with Vin Diesel is from Game of Thrones. I might be wrong about that because I haven't watched too much Game of Thrones, mostly because it's hard to find legally, and I want to watch it legally, not pirate it. But yeah, she was great inside it for a part. It was small, bitish, but she actually did add a lot of humanity to it, and she made a good counter to Vin Diesel. She's kind of going over that whole mutant / witch thing. I was born a witch and you're going to think I'm evil. And if it was me and Sam in the Lost Shadows, would you go burn me? It's kind of like that. It's not original, but it's well acted. I make fun of it because I see it more often than not, being that I dive into a lot of superhero stuff and fantasy animes and that kind of thing. I know every single plot point this is hitting. Beat for beat for beat for beat. As I said, that's not the point of it. The big selling piece are the action scenes, which are kind of short but to the point. They're not, the long, drawn-out, giant, epic battle scenes. No, they're about as long as they need to be to show the characters get hurt and to show them get back up. They're as long as they need it to be. When the big sentinel monster comes in because they pull the prisoner out of the prison of witches because the queen wants to use all of their power, being they're all sealed in there, to cast a massive plague spell that'll basically kill all humans on the planet. When they rip one of the guys out of there so that they can send the witch girl into his mind and break the chain and basically win the day, the Sentinel comes in and there's two real action set pieces with it. First one, Vin Diesel's like shooting his pointless shotgun because Vin Diesel can't be in a movie without a shotgun these days. He's shooting his pointless shotgun at it, and he ends up breaking it apart, which it only just reforms. He comes back in again with his sword, and he gets on its back and stabs at it, and reaches in and pulls out the freaking key to it and breaks it to pieces so it finally stays apart. It's short, but as I said, it's to the point. It was only as long as it needed to be. It showed that he's getting hurt, that it's a tough fight, but his experience is showing that he knows exactly what to do and when to do it. And unlike a lot of other films with like immortal characters, or even like a Wolverine movie where there's like really no tension in his fights because he can't die until the Wolverine, which is a really good movie and highly underrated by comic book fans because it's not the same. But his confidence and his cockiness with his immortality ends up getting him in trouble several times throughout this movie. And he has to get saved by others. Especially the Dreamwalker witch, which kind of set a really good balancing act with this. I'm not going to say it was perfect. It could have been done probably a little bit better, but it was nice to see. And when the final battle actually comes into play, where Vin Diesel has to fight the Witch Queen again, as I said, it's short and to the point. They're fighting, and she's getting a few hits, she's bleeding, she's monologuing. He's using the monologue to get back up and keep fighting, and he manages to get the upper edge and get on the ground. He's about to do the final stab and everything. I mean, it's probably about 4 or 5 minutes long. You think that it would have been longer considering it's the final boss, and they do kind of make it out to be a little video game-ish, and they throw in a twist and another mode here and there, but they're all fairly short and to the point. Again, there's only so much that you really need to do here, and that's basically what it was. It was effective. It wasn't groundbreaking. It wasn't amazing. The CGI I could see someone hating the CGI because it was too flashy, even though I thought that it gave the witchcraft its own kind of unique feel. I can see someone hating that, but it's fine. It's effective. People oftentimes seem to forget that mediocre isn't bad. It's not amazing. It's good. It's okay. It's not gonna blow your mind, but it's not freaking 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. Last time I checked, I think it was like 13 or 15%. Really? Come on, guys. The thing is clearly closer to like a 40%. It's okay. It's not the trash that people are going to make it out to be. It's not fucking Paranormal Activity. It's fine. If you're looking for a dumb action movie to watch on Halloween, or if you have a free ticket, or if it's in the cheap theater, go watch this film. That's my final recommendation. It's okay. It's effective. It can be fun. It can be stupid. Go see it at a discounted price. It's fine. I have really nothing else to say on the matter. This movie was pretty self-explanatory. It wasn't anything amazing. CGI was in, the acting was in, but I enjoyed it. It's a good popcorn flick. So yeah, that's it for me. Did you enjoy this video? Did you see The Last Witch Hunter? Tell me what you thought about it in the comments below, and maybe we'll get some healthy discussion going. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to check out my channel and subscribe. I'll have links to playlists and stuff right up here with the cards and the annotations. And if you want to see some more of my more recent videos, like my Paranormal Activity video, which should go up first, I'll have those linked right down here. And follow me on Facebook at Facebook.com/Kelly Young. There's a link for that in the description below. And follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Cardmaster9. I will be uploading some of those videos over here, including my next segment of Final Fantasy X playthrough. And on Halloween, I will be doing a playthrough of Until Dawn again, but I'm going to restart the game and play it start to finish with the goal. I'm hoping my goal is going to be succeeded here. I'm going to make it through the game without killing off a single character. That's my personal goal and all of that. But yeah, that's it for me, and I guess I'll have to see you all next time.